Like, Ilia Topuria is a perfect example of a guy who has no weakness.
Hate him or love him, Ilia Topuria is one of the best fighters in the UFC. Like Joe Rogan said, Ilia El Matador Topuria has no real weaknesses in his game. In this video, we will take a look at all of his UFC fights and highlights. At the end of the video, we also discuss his possible future opponents and his potential. I'm also very interested to hear your guys' opinion. Is Ilia Topuria the real deal, or do you think he will get exposed later on in his UFC career?
The Volkanovski Ilia Topuria fight, that's a big one. That guy, Ilia Topuria, is terrifying. That guy's an animal.
Call him cocky or just confident, but Ilia put 15-0 on his Instagram before the fight even happened. And some of y'all might say the 𝙎𝙪𝙥𝙥𝙦 𝙦𝙦 head kick knockout was the reason Volkanovski lost, but I believe we disrespect Ilia with that, because he's just that good. Although the fight started pretty even, Topuria just waited for his moment to explode, and in the second round he did, and he knocked Volk out cold.
Take your head off.
Without a doubt, Josh Emmett is one of the most powerful hitters in the UFC. That's why Ilia admitted after the fight that he had to be a little bit cautious with the power of Josh and that he couldn't be too reckless in there. That being said, El Matador completely dominated all 5 rounds and showed his own power and technique on display.
50-42.
This underrated performance earned Ilia Topuria his first UFC title shot against the great Alexander Volkanovski at UFC 298. At UFC 282, Bryce Mitchell realized there are levels in this game. Ilia Topuria totally outclassed the American, who was also undefeated before this event.
Mauling him on the feet, but the fact that he was able to get it done on the ground like this is so incredible.
Topuria has great boxing, and he used that to piece up Mitchell. In the second round, Topuria finished the fight on the ground with a tight choke. Ilia took a short notice fight at lightweight in London versus the bigger Herbert. The Englishman surprised Ilia with a nice head kick, but couldn't finish the job. In the second round, Topuria knocked him out and earned a performance of the night bonus. At UFC 264, Ilia Topuria faced Ryan Hall, who has a very awkward style. Before the fight, Ilia was very confident and not faced at all, because he's a BJJ black belt himself. As predicted by El Matador, he knocked Hall out in the first round. Conclusion: not an easy fight, but he did make it look easy. Ilia's first and only Apex fight was a quick one. Opponent Damon Jackson was no match for El Matador. His speed, power, and good combinations led to a first-round finish. This victory was a warning for the rest of the featherweight division. Ilia made his UFC debut on short notice against Youssef Zalal. He couldn't finish him, but dominated all 3 rounds. It's not official yet, but most likely Max Holloway will be the next opponent for Ilia Topuria. This could be interesting, because the BMF belt and the UFC featherweight belt could be both on the line. Tell me your prediction for this fight in the comments, and please like this video to support the channel. Thank you.